In Excel, you have multiple powerful ways to copy data between cells. In this video, I will go over the most useful features Excel has to offer when it comes to copying data. To start off, I will explain the usual way to copy data from a cell using these example cells. First, select the cell or table you want to copy, then right-click, now press copy. You can also use the shortcut Ctrl+C on Windows or Command+C on macOS. The selected cells will now be highlighted by a dotted line and will be saved on your clipboard. Now you can paste them anywhere in your document. To do this, simply select the cell you want to paste to. Now you can right-click and press the leftmost paste option in the paste option menu. Or you can use the shortcut for this button, which on Windows devices is Ctrl+V and on macOS is Command+V. But what if instead of copying cells you want to move cells? No problem. In this case you want to use the cut function. To cut cells, you can either right-click and press cut, or you can use the shortcut Ctrl+X on Windows or Command+X on macOS. Now that you have cut your cells, you can paste them anywhere in your document, just like before. Now that you know the basics of copy pasting, let's move on to some of the more powerful copy pasting options Excel has to offer. To demonstrate these functions, I will use these tables that show data on how many phone cases we've sold, how much a phone case is worth, and what the total profit is. Here we can see that all the data about week 5 is missing, and that the cell style is completely different. Luckily, we can use different Excel paste options to fix this. First, let's insert the price of each case. To do this, we first need to copy the price data from this table here. Now we can paste it using the values option. This will paste the price values here without also copying the cell style. This can be especially useful if you do not want your Excel sheets to look like a mess when copy and pasting data. You can also use the shortcut Ctrl+Shift+V on Windows or Command+Shift+V on macOS to automatically use the paste values option. Now that we have the data for the price, we should copy the formula that calculates how much the total profit is. To do this, we can simply copy the cells with the formula from the previous week and then use the paste option called formulas to automatically apply our formula to the new table. Now let's put the cells we have at the top of each week back in place for week 5. I have a table here that lists the order of these cells from top to bottom. However, we want these cells to, instead of from top to bottom, read from left to right. To do this, we first need to copy the entire table. Now we can right-click this cell here and use the transpose paste option. This paste option lets you paste on a row instead of a column, or on a column instead of a row, just like this. Now let's fix the cell style to be in line with the other tables. To do this, we just need to copy a table that has the cell style we want. I will pick this one for example. Now we can select the table for week 5, right-click and use the paste option called formatting. Now we have only copied the cell style from the previous table, without changing all the data inside. Now let's insert the sales data. To track sales data, we use a different Excel sheet that shows how many items we have sold. We want this to align with our profit spreadsheet, and to update when we make a new sale. To do this, we want to copy the column with the data for week 5, and now we can go back to our sales spreadsheet and paste using the link paste option. This will now link these cells to the sales spreadsheet and will now automatically update when we change the data like this. These are just some of the most useful pasting options Excel has, but there are a few more that can be useful in more specific scenarios. For example, the formulas and number formatting option, which copies both the formula and the number formatting style of the cell being copied, but does not copy the cell style. There is also keep source formatting, which copies all text style and cell style formats even when they are being copied from outside of Excel. The no border paste function copies everything from a cell except for the border style. Then there is the keep source column width option, which copies the entire cell and makes sure the column width stays the same as the cell you copied from. Values and number formatting copies the value of a cell, including the formatting for your value. And values and source formatting copies the value and the cell style. Then at last, there is picture and linked picture. Picture copies graphs, shapes, and images. And linked picture creates a copy of a picture that updates when you change the original. But if you need something even more specific, there are more options you can access. To demonstrate these, I will use these example cells. By right-clicking and opening the Paste Special drop-down menu and clicking on Paste Special, you can access these additional options. If you press this button, a new window will open that displays all paste options we talked about earlier. In this window, you can mix and match almost all paste options, and you can even get some extra more advanced options that are labeled Operation. Operations allow you to, for instance, make basic additions, subtractions, multiplications, and divisions on the cells you are copying to. For this demonstration, I will use the add operation. As you can see, it added the values of the cells I copied onto the cells I copied to. Awesome, right? Now you know about all the cool and powerful copy-pasting options Excel has to offer, and you can quickly make big, useful changes to your spreadsheet. Good luck!